The path of the real man, embracing mysticism, humility, and the essence of self. In the stillness of the world, there exists a rare and often misunderstood essence, the essence of the real man. This essence transcends physical appearance, societal achievements, or the ordinary concepts of human success. It embodies a spirit untouched by the ego's manipulations, free from the shackles of superficial desires, and liberated from the need for recognition. The real man walks a path that is mystical, a path that many sense but few truly understand. His path isn't defined by rigid rules or doctrines. Rather, it is guided by an inner compass tuned to the rhythm of life itself. The ego's dissolution, the real man's greatest journey. The real man has no ego to be proud of. This is a subtle but powerful statement, and understanding it unlocks a gateway into the mystical essence of the real man's character. Ego is the ever-shifting illusion of self that insists upon separation between self and others, self and the world, self and life itself. It craves recognition, hungers for approval, and lashes out at perceived injustices. The real man, however, has walked the arduous road of dissolving his ego. He neither shuns nor glorifies his existence. Rather, he accepts it with the gentleness of one who has seen beyond illusion. There are no quarrels to be had, no insults to refute, no games to play with others who are entrenched in ego battles. His peace is unshakable, for it is rooted in the truth that nothing can be gained or lost in the world that could add or detract from who he truly is. This state of self-awareness brings a profound humility. The real man knows that he is neither above nor below anyone else. He merely is. He sees himself not as the center, but as an integral part of the vast tapestry of existence. There is no need to walk in opposition to the world, for he walks his own path, a straight path of virtue that aligns him with his highest values, rather than society's ever-changing demands. Few needs, no desires, the simple joy of contentment. Contentment, as the real man experiences it, is a state of being that is fundamentally different from what society considers happiness. The world teaches us to fill our lives with things, in the hope that these will bring satisfaction. Desires, wants, and cravings swirl within us like a storm, and we are taught to answer them endlessly. But the real man has learned that the secret to true peace lies not in the accumulation of possessions but in the liberation from them. His few needs are met easily and without fanfare. He has no lust for the ephemeral pleasures that promise happiness yet fade so quickly. The real man is happy in the simplest of things, the unassuming rhythms of life. A walk at dawn, the sound of rain, the touch of a loved one, these are enough. He moves through life with an effortless grace, not because he lacks ambition but because he understands the difference between fleeting desires and lasting joy. The real man's honesty, free of fear, beyond time. Having freed himself from attachment to success and failure, the real man embodies a startling honesty. His words align seamlessly with his actions, and his thoughts echo the sincerity of his heart. In a world where so much is hidden, where intentions are masked by politeness, the real man's honesty is radical. He does not indulge in flattery, nor does he shy away from speaking the truth as he sees it. He respects others not by catering to their expectations but by remaining true to himself, even if this creates friction or misunderstanding. For if his behavior causes trouble to others, it is not because he intends harm, but because they perceive themselves as harmed, an outcome of their own unhealed inner conflicts. The real man's honesty is unwavering because he has nothing to lose. He lives beyond time, beyond the effects of cause and consequence. His actions are not calculated, for there is no personal gain he seeks. He trusts life itself, walking a path guided by an invisible hand that he senses but cannot control. This trust gives him a profound freedom, allowing him to move with life rather than against it, to flow rather than to force. Absolute responsibility, the real man's way of accountability. To live without ego does not mean to live without responsibility. Quite the opposite, the real man is profoundly responsible for his existence. He understands that every choice he makes, every action he undertakes, contributes to the weaving of the world around him. There is no room for blame or victimhood here. He carries out his duties with a quiet strength and a sense of reverence, knowing that his life is a debt to be honored, a gift to be used wisely. The real man leaves no debris in his wake. He walks through life with a mindful respect for everything and everyone he encounters. He understands that his journey is one of continual learning, one of clearing paths both for himself and for others who may follow. In this way, he becomes a blessing, a quiet, understated presence that enriches the world simply by being. Unconditional love and true friendship. Love, as the real man knows it, is boundless and unconditioned. His love does not depend on the worthiness of others, for he knows that every soul is worthy by its very nature. He offers kindness not because others have earned it, but because they need it. To him, this is natural. Just as the sun shines on the good and bad alike, he offers his love to everyone he meets. He holds no one in judgment, for he sees through the layers of human behavior to the common core of divinity within each person. In his friendships, the real man offers something rare, an unconditional acceptance that does not seek to change or control. His respect for others' dignity is paramount, and he never gives anything as mere charity. Rather, he shares openly, honestly, giving of himself without holding back. What he offers is not a second-hand kindness or leftover affection, but the very best of himself. This quality of love is healing, gentle, and freeing for those lucky enough to experience it. A victory beyond all battles. The real man's greatest victory is over himself. He has waged and won the most challenging of all battles. The battle against his own lower nature, his fears, his attachments, his illusions. Having conquered this inner struggle, he no longer needs to fight external battles. In a world obsessed with conquest, he remains unbothered by the victories and defeats that mean so much to others. His defensiveness is never hostile. Instead, it is the calm strength of one who knows he cannot be harmed by the fleeting events of the world. He is willing to concede any argument, to let others claim victory, for his peace is unshaken by these matters. Walking the humble path, alone but not lonely. Though he walks a path that few understand, the real man is not lonely. He is at home within himself, at peace with the solitude that his journey sometimes entails. The world may not follow him, but he does not require followers. He moves forward on his own humble path, one foot in front of the other, guided by an inner light that is invisible to others but luminous to him. In his quiet way, the real man becomes a living embodiment of life itself. He does not merely live, he is life. He does not experience, he is experience. He does not attain enlightenment, he is enlightenment. He has transcended the dualities of life and death, joy and sorrow, success and failure. He has become, in every sense, a part of the sacred rhythm of existence. In the end, the real man does not strive to be remembered, nor does he seek fame or recognition. He walks his path, humble and free, leaving behind only a trace of peace and a quiet love. In his wake, others find a path lit by his example, one that leads not to worldly success, but to inner fulfillment, to a life well lived, to a heart that is open, and a spirit that is free. And in this, he is truly blessed.